I had this discussion with a few of my contemporaries, and one of the things that we had spoken about is that there are still a number of boundaries that have yet to be broken, especially in the Nigerian space, due to some, I guess, archaic cultural views on certain things. And those cultural views tend to overshadow, I guess, positive developments in any space, be it the marketing space, be it whatever. In this instance, something that I guess to the general public may have seemed pretty innocent. There were a number of different participating agencies, from airlines to other government bodies to even, like, you've seen the ones from the US, for example, people who were in service of the country, like we're talking like soldiers, army, navy, all of that, right? And they're all doing identical things. And even from the video, like, I'm trying to be as objective as possible. There, I didn't really see any dances that I would even have deemed inappropriate. If anything, this was something that was seemingly empowering, like to make it so that the Nigerian audience can know that, oh, these are real people, like they have normal lives and such and such. And so when I initially saw this video, I thought, oh, like, nice, positive, not a big deal. And I don't really think it's necessarily that they particularly lost out on an opportunity, like, for marketing, but it's more so that as a result of acting out against it in such a manner, it's that they then did more damage. So it's almost like counter marketing, so to speak. Just goes to show that, like, while some people might be able to see like a positive thing in something that some of their employees did, because it's not like I said they did that like in the capacity of being like immigration officers. They weren't like, oh, we're representing the immigration office like as a whole, like this is an officially sanctioned thing. It was just like, oh, like this is what I do for a living, and like this is me, and like I have a personal life and all that stuff, which was nice. But I guess those guys then took it as a whole. You have destroyed our whole, like, the respect that we have. And I think some of what I meant by that cultural truth started seeping into the fact that, A, they are women, and let's be real about it, there's a lot of sexist practices that go into the Nigerian culture that we're trying to rework. B, they are also individuals who work within government and organizations that, if you understand them very well, there's a lot of hierarchy and people wanting to show who is in charge. The bottom line is that I think there were a lot of people who saw ways to put positive spins on this challenge, use that to their advantage to show, like, oh, we're people too, or, oh, we can jump on trends and we can be more about like what the people are interested in terms of ways that immigration itself could have played a part in this. I don't think they necessarily had to do anything other than what the ladies had done in terms of like actually participating. Like, they didn't actively have to break all their rules and be like, oh, as Nigerian immigration, we want to be seen as serious and blah, blah, blah. Like, just that participation enough was sufficient. I saw a number of um, flight attendants who participated in this challenge, and it's not like as if the airlines themselves sanctioned it, but what they did was just like they shared it on their page, like just to show that, oh, like look at what some of our staff did. But I would also say that this wouldn't be the first time that a company or an organization or a government body, well, has like acted out against employees as a result of them participating in a challenge. But the bottom line is that if they had done nothing, they would have lost nothing. Uh, there was no negative backlash or connotation before they decided to take action. And one can only just speculate as to the motives behind how they came about the final decision of, oh, something must be done about this, and this has somehow shamed the flag, because unless it has been misdefined anywhere, I couldn't actually find a source that gave probable cause to take said actions against those women, with the, I mean, with the allegations that were raised, like desecration of service uniform and beret, and the use of inappropriate language, thereby sabotaging the values upheld by the service. This I'm reading as quoted from what they were supposed to be doing. I think it's just more to do with the lack of understanding that brands have for how they relate with the public, and less about actually literal marketing efforts in this particular instance, because public perception and I guess brand positioning wise, they didn't really have to do anything. Being more human doesn't take away anything from anyone, but if culturally speaking, the limitations that we have built for ourselves, or at least the older generation have set for themselves, we end up with a situation like this one. And it's sad that that has to be the case, but I think it's a learning process. And I guess less and less of this would become an issue the younger the, I guess, those who make decisions in those organizations are.